Good day, student. I, Mrs. Pratiksha Tushar Gaikwad, welcome you for digital classroom of standard 5th subject mathematics. Student, fractions we have already done. Fraction means part of something. Now moving forward, we are going to see lesson number 9, decimal fractions. Decimal fraction means what we are going to see. I hope you must be having textbook with you. There is a little conversation between Soumitra, teacher and Rekha on page number 52. Let's see what is the conversation about. Soumitra, sir, today I saw MRP rupees 24.50 printed on a box of medicine. What does it mean? Teacher, MRP means maximum retail price. The seller can sell that medicine for a maximum of 24 rupees and 50 paise. But how does 24.50 mean 24 rupees 50 paise? Teacher, 24.50 has been written in a decimal form. To understand the answer to your question, you will first have to learn about decimal fractions and the way they are written. First of all, we need to understand 1 rupee. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. 1 rupee we can write it as rupee 1 is equal to 100 paise. Now here it is written 24.50 rupees, that is rupees 24. Is a whole number and 25 rupees we have to take half part, that is 100 paisa. Now half of 100 paisa is 50. It is a half rupee. But we don't write 24 and half. We write it as 24.50. That means from 100 paisa we want to give 50 paisa. MRP means maximum retail price. In the conversation they have told MRP means maximum retail price. The seller can sell the medicine for maximum of 24 rupees and 50 paisa. Now moving forward, we are going to see the concept decimal fractions. Fractions having 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 as denominators are called decimal fractions. Example 1 upon 10, 1 upon 100, 1 upon 1000. Here 1 upon 10 is called as tenths place. 1 unit is divided into 10 equal parts. Each part become 1 upon 10. 1 upon 100 is called hundredths place. 1 upon 1000 is called thousandths place. The above fraction can be represented as decimal number also. Now we are going to see decimal point. The decimal place is created for writing a fraction. When writing numbers, a dot is written after the last digit of the whole part of a number to indicate the end of that part. This symbol is called a decimal point. Means we have to keep a point between them. Example 1 upon 10 is equal to 0.1 and it is read as 0.1. 1 upon 100 is equal to 0.01 and read as 0.01. The value of decimal part does not change even if any number of zeros are added at the end of decimal point. Decimal point is used after units place. We will see first example what they have given 8 5 upon 10. Now let's see. Here 8 is a whole number and 5 upon 10 how we will write 5 upon 10 is equal to 0.5. So how we will write 8, this is a whole number, we will write as it is, and 5 upon 10 means 0.5. So 8.5. In this way you can write the second one also. 23 upon 10. Here 20 is a whole number and 3 upon 10. How you will write? 0.3. 20.3. Third one, 7 upon 10 is equal to, how we will write? 0.7. 7 upon 10, this is the fraction method. And 0.7. What is the 0.7? This is the decimal method. Okay. So 5 upon 10. Now we will solve practice set 36. What they have given in the problem set 36. Write the following mixed fractions in decimal form and read them aloud. We have to write the fraction and what we have to do? We have to read them. First one is 3 9 by 10. Here 3 is the whole number. 3 is the whole number. 0.9. 9.10 means what? 0.9. Here there is 1 0. So after decimal there will be 1 digit. 1 4 upon 10. 1 is the whole number and 4 upon 10 means 0.4 means 1.4. Here is 4 upon 10. In 10 there is a 1 0. So after decimal you will put 1 0. 8 upon 10, 8.0. We have seen how to divide by 10. Now let's see if it is a part of hundreds. Each part is 1 upon 10. Each part is divided into 1 upon 10. Each part becomes 1 upon 100. 1 upon 10 into 10 means 1 upon 100. Now 1 upon 10. How we will write? We will write it as 0.1 because in the denominator there is only 1 0. So after point only one digit will come. 1 if it is 1 upon 100. Then write 1 upon 100. First you will write 1 and we need 2 places because in denominator there are 2 zeros. So we need 2 places. So 1, this is 1, 0, this is the first, this is the second, point 0 because there are 2 zeros after point, so there will come 2 digits. Similarly, other example, 14 upon 100. How you will write? 14, we will write here 14 and there are two zeros, 1, 2. So 1, 2, this is the one digit, this is the second digit. After that you will put point and 0. Third one, 657 by 100. Here 6 is the whole number, 6.57. Now how you will read? You will read it as 6.57 and not as 6.57. 3 upon 100. How we will write? First we will write 3 and then we need 2 places. 1, 2, because there are 2 zeros in denominator. So 1, 2.0. So how we will read? Now how we will read this? 23.42? No, wrong. You will read this as 23.42. Now let's start practice set 37. What they have given in problem set 37? Write the following mixed fractions in decimal form and read them aloud. Here they have given fractions and you have to write them in decimal form and you have to read the fractions. Okay. So first one is 9 1 upon 10. Here first you will write 1. Okay. After 1, how many zeros are there? Down in a denominator? 10 means 1 0. So how we will write? There is 1 0. You have lived one number and after 1 put point. And 9 is a whole number, 9.1. 9 1 upon 100. So we wrote here numerator 1. In denominator there are 2 zeros. So after decimal point 2 digits should come. But there is only 1 digit. So on left of 1 we will put 1 0, then point, and 9 is a whole number. So how we will read? 9.01. Now third is 453 upon 100. First we will write numerator 53 as it is. Now in denominator how many zeros are there? 2 zeros are there. 1, 2. There are already 2 digits. 1, 2. So leaving 2 digits we will put a point. Leaving these 2 digits we will put a point. And 4 whole number we will write it is as it is. So how we will read? 4.53. Fourth one, 5 upon 100. First write the numerator 5. Now in denominator there are 2 zeros. So 1, this is the 1 0, again 0, 2 digits, 2 0 point. Now there is nothing left over, so 0, 0.05. In this way remaining sums you will solve in your notebook. Okay.